Namaste, dear students. First of all, let me welcome you to our English class of grade 10. Today also, I hope you are ready with your necessary materials. And your necessary materials are good. They are your English textbook, notebook, and pen or pencil. So, are you ready with them? Good. Today, we are going to begin Unit 6. In your Unit 5, you learnt different items, skills, text, under the theme of science and experiment. And Unit 6, we are going to learn something new. And can you guess what is it? What is the theme of Unit 6? Oh yes, you are right. Our theme is food and cuisine. Have you ever heard the word cuisine? Okay, don't worry. We are going to read the text under this theme, okay? So you have to be ready and you have to be active. Now, can I start our today's class? Good. If so, we have some pictures under getting started. All of you, look at it. What do you see there? Okay, there is an instruction for you. So, what does the instruction say to us? All of you read it, please. Okay, let me read it too. The instruction is rank 1 to 4 to the following food items according to your preference. Give reasons why you like one more than the others. Dear students, we have pictures here. Now look at these pictures and then you have to give 1, 2, 3, 4 to these food items. And at the same time, you have to say why you rank 1 to the particular food item. Okay? It's interesting. Do you enjoy eating different foods? Sure. Yes. Now you can see here the first picture. What do you see in the first picture? Yes, this is our main food, okay? In Nepal, you can see here rice, or we say dal, bhat, tarkari, main food item. And you can see another picture. What do you see there again? Yes, we call dhido, dhido and other tarkari. Similarly, you can see the third picture. What is it? Yes, sel roti, and especially we eat it at the time of Tiyar festival, and it is common to us during our lunch time. Now, next one you can find, yes, momos, or you can say dumplings, okay? Now, out of these 4 pictures, to which you want to rank 1, which is the most favorite food for you? Dal bhat tarkari, dhido tarkari, okay, sel roti or momos. Which one? Okay, it can be different from one person to another person. But if you ask to me, then the most, favorite for me is dal bhat tarkari, okay, the first one. So I want to rank 1 to the first picture. And which picture do you want to rank 1? Okay, some of you the first picture, some of you the second picture, some of you the third picture, and some of you the fourth picture, because our interests are different and this can be our different favorite foods, okay? So next one, which one is your second favorite food? Okay, many of you might have done momo, okay? And then maybe sel roti and then dhido tarkari. Is it okay? Good job. And another important thing, you shouldn't forget that we have to prefer homemade food rather than junk food, okay? Is it interesting to you? Definitely. Good. If so, can you guess what are we going to learn today? Okay, don't be upset. I am here to help you. So you can guess after discussing these questions, okay? So answer the following questions. Now, I want to ask you a few questions and you should try to answer them, okay? The first question for you is, what are the common food items in Nepal? Which one is your favorite? See, what are the common food items in Nepal? For example, you can say that dal bhat tarkari, roti tarkari, okay? Then you can say that dhido tarkari and some more, okay? And which one is your favorite one? Can you tell me your favorite food? Okay, that's good because you all have your one interest, okay? You all have your different favorite foods. That's fine. Can you tell me why do you like that food? Yes, you are right, okay? So for me, dal bhat tarkari is my favorite food because it is our main staple, okay? It is our main course. So, and it provides us necessary, let's say, nutrients like carbohydrates, like protein, like minerals, a balanced diet, okay? Good. Now, next question we have you ever eaten any dish that is quite uncommon in Nepal? If yes, what is it? How does it taste? Now, this is an interesting question for you. Have you ever eaten any food that is uncommon in Nepal? Have you? Maybe not. If you have, then you can share your experience, okay? So if you ask me, then I have tasted, ghungi, like snail type of insect type of thing. So it is especially popular in Chaudhary community, okay, in Tarai region, and that food, that meat is very tasty, okay, and that provides a kind of protein to our body. So have you ever heard the word ghungi? Okay, whenever you get a chance, please test it, okay? Dear students, I hope you might have guessed what we are going to learn in our today's class. Can you tell me what is it? All right, you are absolutely correct. We have a text under this theme, food and cuisine, okay? So you have to understand the word cuisine. What does it mean? Yes, cuisine means it is a particular type of food, and especially we follow a kind of recipe to prepare it in a particular area, okay? Dear students, we are going to learn the text related to different food items, and the title of the text is, can you tell it to me? Yes, that is strange food from around the world, okay? The foods are uncommon to us, strange, unique, new to us, okay? So what are the food items? Let's read together. So first of all, I want to read these two paragraphs as a model reading. You listen to me and later follow me, okay? Let's start then. There's nothing like the feeling of challenging yourself and winning, of taking a risk and having it succeed. That goes with so many things, and one of them is food. See, the first paragraph says us that sometimes if you go from one place to another place to visit, at that time you may not find the foods of your one interest. Sometimes there can be strange food, and at that time, will you be ready to eat that food if that is strange or uncommon to you? It's a big challenge for you, okay? So if you don't eat, it will be difficult for you to survive. If you want to eat that one, that is completely new to you and you don't have interest to eat it, okay? So, and if you are ready to eat that one, it can be like a game to win, So you feel that you are winning the situation. See, it's very interesting, okay? Now, second paragraph I want to read. You also listen to me very carefully. You have to challenge yourself with food when you travel. You have to take chances on things you wouldn't normally even think of eating. That is what it's all about, experiencing the way other people do things, trusting that they know what they are doing. The food stuff that seems so strange to you is actually so delicious to many others. It doesn't always work out. Sometimes the fermented horse milk in Mongolia that sounds so bad really is so bad. However, if you take a chance on the following dishes, you won't be disappointed. Dear students, see, it seems to be interesting. For example, if you go to the Tarai part of our country, there can be an item, okay, that is ghungi. So, have you tasted it? No, I have tasted it, It sounds very tasty. And sometimes it can be uncommon to you. It can be a strange food to you. But in that particular area, people enjoy eating this one. Similarly, in our some parts of the country, people like to have the meat of rat, okay? And like this, some people like to prefer buff, but maybe some other people don't like to eat this one. Maybe people like to eat pork. Maybe some people don't like to eat pork. People like to eat mutton, meat of goat, but some people don't like to eat mutton. So it's very interesting, okay? So what the food items are available in a particular area that can be a special dish for the people, and at the same time that dish can be not common to us, that this can be strange to us, that this can be new to us, okay? So this is very interesting lesson that we are going to read. Now I hope you might have understood the paragraphs here, and here is given an example of Mongolia. See, fermented horse milk in Mongolia, that sounds so bad, really it's so bad. However, you take a chance, so fermented horse milk in Mongolia, it can be a kind of food item, but that is completely new to us, okay? And here are some food items, and if you want to taste them, it means that you should not be disappointed. You can enjoy the taste of these food items, okay? Now, can you guess what are the food items that we are going to read? Okay, what is the first food item? Can you tell me now? Okay, don't worry. Before that one, we have some unfamiliar words in this paragraph. See, fermented, what does it mean? Yes, it is a kind of chemical change, went through a chemical change, a kind of process to change using chemical, okay, for taste. Now you have to write down these words meaning in your notebook so that it will be easier for you later. Now next word we have here is disappointed. Now read this sentence. However, if you take a chance on the following dishes, you won't be disappointed. So reading this line, what do you understand the contextual meaning of this word disappointed? What does it mean? Okay, let me show you whether you are right or wrong. Yes, it means sad or displeased because someone or something has failed to fulfill one's hopes or expectations. For example, you don't eat mutton, meat of goat, but if I serve you to eat mutton, do you like to eat that one? At that time, you will be disappointed. Okay? Is it clear to you? You cannot be happy. Is it clear? Have you written these words meanings in your notebook? Good. If so, now what is the first food item that we are going to read now? Yes, that is haggis. Okay? And where do people eat it especially? Yes, again you are right. It is in Scotland, and you can see the picture of haggis, okay? And what type of food? Now we are going to read it. So all of you be ready. Now let me read it and you also read with me. Then I will ask you some questions based on this paragraph. Oddly enough, when you take all the parts of a sheep that no one else wants, the heart, the liver and the lungs, grind it up and mix it with mutton fat, oatmeal and spices, then pack it in a sheep's stomach and boil it for a few hours. It tastes really good. Scotland isn't exactly known for its cooking and eating skills, but give me haggis, nips and tats. Means haggis with turnips and potatoes, okay, any day of the week. Dear students, see the ingredients of haggis you can find. See the heart, the liver and the lungs, and also grind it up, okay, mix it with mutton fat, and we need oatmeal. Oatmeal, it is a kind of cereal, so I will give you meaning later, you just try to guess. And spices, okay, I think this is very familiar term to you. Then pack it in a sheep's stomach. Again, it's way of cooking, packing in a sheep's stomach and boil it for a few hours. See, interesting. The recipe is also very interesting, and the ingredients, the things that are necessary to cook haggis, also very interesting. Okay, and especially people eat it in Scotland, but the paragraph says us that Scotland is not exactly known for its cuisine. Okay, Scotland is not exactly known for its cuisine and eating skills, but if sometimes you get a chance to visit Scotland, then you can be served this type of food item, okay, any day of the week. So it's very interesting, and sometimes if you reach there, don't forget to taste this food. What is the food? Yes, haggis. See, what are the ingredients that we need to prepare this haggis? Can you tell me now? All right, yes, they are the heart, the liver, and the lungs, okay? Parts of a sheep, and the heart, the liver, and the lungs of a sheep. And then we have to grind it up. We have to mix it with mutton fat, see, and then oatmeal and spices. So when you taste it, you enjoy its taste. Is it clear to you? All right. And now you can find some unfamiliar words here, highlighted words. So you have to tell me the meaning. So can you tell me the meaning of this word oddly? Oddly enough, now you can read this first line. Oddly enough, when you take all of the parts of a sheep that no one else wants, the heart, the liver, and the lungs, grind it up. So what does it mean? Odd. You can say, oh, it's too odd to me, you know. So not usual. It is unusual. Strange, you know. Okay. So the meaning is in a way that is different to what is usual or expected. Strangely. Okay. It is strangely. Is it clear to you? Have you written it down in a notebook? Good. Now, can you tell me the meaning of another word that is oatmeal? These days, people use oat items in Nepal also. So, can you tell me? It is a main cereal too in Nepal. So, what does it mean? Okay, I want to give you the meaning. Meal made from ground oats used in porridge, oat cakes, or other food. Now, I want to show you the picture of oatmeal. Okay, so can you see here? Okay, this is like beaten rice, you know, made of or from oat, or you can understand as jaw, you know. Okay. Now next we have nips and tats. Can you guess the meaning of this word, nips and tats? Okay, you are so smart because its meaning is given here. Turnips and potatoes. Okay, nips and tats means turnips and potatoes. So potatoes you know, but do you know what turnip is? Okay, it is a kind of radish which is short in size, okay, and we can find in different colors like red, white, okay. So is it clear to you, dear students, about haggis? Do you like to taste it? Okay, fine. Now after this, again, I want to give you another food item. Are you ready to eat? Are you ready to taste? Oh, interesting. Now next food item is, can you say? Yes, that is siokara. So it's a Japanese food. What is it? Siokara. All of you now tell it once. Siokara. One more time. Siokara. Where do we find it? Yes, you are right. We find it in Japan. Dear students, now I want to show you what siokara is. Okay, let's read with me. Most Japanese food is simple. It sounds delicious and it is delicious. But how about raw squid mixed with salty, fermented squid belly? This is siokara, a Japanese staple, and one I used to hate. However, I'm slowly coming around. Once you get used to it and you have it with good conversation, this food takes on a whole new beauty. So, can you tell what type of food is this? Oh, it is difficult for you. It is a Japanese food item, and the main ingredient, the main thing that we need to make siokara is, can you tell me? Oh yes, you are right. That is raw squid. Now, do you know what raw squid is? You can see the picture here. Don't worry, later I will show you the picture of squid. Okay. Now, raw squid mixed with salty, fermented squid belly. Okay. Stomach of that creature. So, belly means you have to understand that it is a kind of living thing. Okay. And then it is a Japanese staple, main food item. And the writer has a kind of experience regarding this siokara. Okay. Does the writer like this food at first? What do you find? See, he says here, and one I used to hate. It means that at first the writer does not like to eat this food. He hates. She hates, okay? Then later, when he comes around slowly the food, at that time he starts enjoying the taste of this food, okay? So now what squid is, you have to know so that you will understand what type of food it is, okay? Now, squid means it's a living thing. that we can find in the sea. Okay, an elongated, fast-swimming cephalopod mollusk with 8 arms and 2 long tentacles, typically able to change color. Now, I want to show you a picture of a squid. See, this type of sea creature, this type of living thing that lives in a sea. So you can find tentacles in it, okay, like octopus. You can find here, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are tentacles. And this meaning also, explanation of this squid also says that long tentacles you can find, 2, 8 arms, you can find different species. So Japanese people prefer this type of food item as their staple. Okay, is it clear to you? Very good. Dear students, don't forget to write this meaning in your notebook. So what does squid mean? All of you tell me this meaning. Yes, it is an elongated, fast-swimming cephalopod mollusk with 8 arms and 2 long tentacles, typically able to change color. And you can see the picture here. So is it clear to you? All right. Again, we are going to know about another food item. So I am going to serve it to you. Are you ready to test again? Interesting. See, today only the food items. Okay, what is the next food item? All right, that is jellyfish. And I think it's not new to you. You might have frequently read this word, read this creature in your science book too. So can you tell me, where do people eat this jellyfish? Yes, you are right, in China. Okay. Now, again, all of you read with me together to find some information about this jellyfish. Okay, let's start. This dish can appear challenging to those of us who only associate jellyfish with the scary nature of some species of them. There's also a rubbery texture to jellyfish that some find a little challenging. However, the Chinese know what they are doing with these things. They mix jellyfish into salads, pair it with chicken, stir it through sesame oil. It's all tasty and it's all low fat. Dear students, now can you tell me the ingredients to prepare this food? What are the things necessary to cook this food item? Can you tell me? Oh yes, you are right. See, we need jellyfish, no doubt, because the name suggests us, okay? And then we need salads, okay? And then we need chicken, okay? Then we need sesame oil, okay? Do you know what type of oil? Mustard oil, soybean oil, okay? Sesame oil. So do you know it? And if we mixed with this one, and if it is prepared, it's very tasty. See, it's all tasty. And another important thing about this food item is that, does it have more fat? No. See, and it's all low fat, which is hygienic to our health, which is healthy to our body. Okay. So jellyfish, now it has scary nature. So do you know the meaning of scary? Now read this line once again and try to guess the meaning in the context. This dish can appear challenging to those of us who only associate jellyfish with the scary nature of some species of them. So if I show you jellyfish, do you afraid or not? Oh, what is this? Do you like to run away? If you like to run away looking at that one, that is a kind of scary feeling. So have you got the meaning? Okay. Now next one we have sesame. So what does it mean? Don't worry. Now I want to give you the meanings of these words. So scary means frightening, causing fear. For example, if a tiger approaches in front of you, you fear, that is scary. Okay, the tiger has scary appearance. So is it clear to you? That causes fear in us. Now like this, another word we have is sesame. So what does it mean? So sesame means the edible seeds of the sesame plant, which are used whole or have the oil extracted, and we can use this to worship our God also. We need it in our ritual also. Okay, we use it while we are making pickle also, achar banauda, and in our rituals also we need sesame. Okay, have you got the idea? Okay, don't worry. Now I want to show you the picture of sesame. Okay, so is it clear to you? So we can find in different colors like white, black. Is it clear to you? Okay, sesame, teal, Have you got it? All right. So it means that we need sesame oil. Okay, and then what do we need? Salad, we need chicken, and then we need jellyfish. And when we mix and stir, then it becomes a tasty food item. So do you like to taste it now? Yes, I hope your mouth begins watering, Is it? All right, dear students. Dear students, we have another food item that can be again strange to you, okay? Let me show you that food, that is green ants. Where do people eat it? In Australia. You are right. Now, let's read together to find some information about this dish, okay? Let's start. You can keep your VCT foods, as far as I am concerned, too soft, too many gods. If I am going for bush food, it's definitely green ants, little insects that are pulled from trees, lightly crossed between your hands and then eaten. They are lemony, peppery and delicious. Local producers are even putting them on top of goat's cheeses now, with lemon myrtle for extra energy. Seriously good. See, this is completely new to us. Have you ever imagined that people eat this type of food item? Ants, See, it is a VCT food. Do you know the meaning of VCT? Don't worry, you will get the meaning later. But this VCT you can link with this bush, B-U-S-H, bush, okay? So it is a kind of food that people find in a VCT or in bush, ants, And then they are green in color, okay? Green ants, little insects. Ants means small insects, tiny insects. And they are pulled from trees, lightly crossed between your hands and then eaten. See, very unique one, okay? They are lemony, peppery. See, lemony, it is from lemon, the word lemon, sour. Peppery, it is a kind of spice that gives a kind of hot type of taste, and delicious. And see, local producers are even putting them on top of goat's cheeses now, with lemon myrtle for extra energy, and this is used for extra energy for our body. And if you taste it, it is seriously good, So this is very new. And sometimes if you get a chance to visit Australia, don't forget to taste it. But if you don't like it, okay, it's not compulsory to you, okay? So dear students, you can find some unfamiliar words here, VCT, gourds, myrtle. So can you tell me the meanings of these words? Okay, let me show you. VCT means a large whitish wood-eating larva of a beetle or moth eaten by some Australian Aboriginal people. Don't worry, I will show you the picture of this word also. See, this type of you can find, okay, insect. VCT, a large whitish wood-eating larva of a beetle or let's say moth. Okay, you can see this type of insect. So is it interesting? Is it uncommon? Yes. Next, gourds. You can find the stomach or belly of this one. See, it is said that I am concerned, too soft, too many gourds. See, soft. And then we have another word, myrtle. It means an evergreen shrub which has glossy aromatic foliage and white flowers followed by purple, black oval berries. And the picture of this myrtle can be like this one. Okay, so these are the ingredients to prepare green ants in Australia. So is it clear to you? Good. If so, we have another food item again. Can you guess what is it now? Okay, let me serve you again. Crickets. Is it a name of, let's say, sports item? No. Is it a sport? No. Cricket means also a kind of insect, You can see the picture in this bowl. So where do people eat it? In Thailand, Okay, now let's read it together. It is another strange food to us because in our country, we don't eat this type of insects, okay? You hear occasionally that insects are the protein source of the future, and to that I say no problem. In northern Thailand, deep fried crickets are a staple and they are delicious. They are nutty and crunchy, perfect with salt. I still struggle, however, with the larger insects. Anything that requires more than one bite is a breeze too far for this guy. And the writer has also mentioned his experience about this crickets. Okay, so can you tell me what are the ingredients, things to prepare this food? Yes, you have to know that crickets, a kind of insect. Okay, then nutty. What do you mean by nutty? Yes, having the qualities of nut, taste of nut, and crunchy. Sometimes if you eat something and that produces sound while chewing, that type of is called crunchy. Okay, so at first the writer struggled a lot to taste this food. Okay, and later he says that anything that requires more than one bite is a breeze too far for this guy. So his experience about this food. And sometimes if you get a chance to taste this food, you can share your experience to your friends. Okay, now what is the meaning of the word nutty? Yes, it is tasting like nuts. Okay, next, crunchy. I hope you might have already written down in your notebook. It means making a sharp noise when bitten or crushed. Okay, and in this case, when we eat something and we chew, it produces a kind of sound, that is crunchy. Is it clear to you? Good job. Dear students, we have another food item that is available in France. And what is it? Yes, you are right. Snails. So let's read together. Okay. Snails aren't unusual. You will find them on the menu at most French restaurants, even in Australia. However, some people are still nervous about eating garden snails, even though they needn't be. Fried up with plenty of garlic and butter, snail is yummy, tasty. Snails, in fact, are eaten in many countries, particularly Vietnam, where fried snails are a very tasty staple dish. So, can you tell me what are the necessary ingredients for cooking this food? Yes, you are right. We need snail, okay? Then we need garlic, plenty of garlic, lasun, and then we need butter, okay? So when it is prepared, fried up with this butter, then it becomes very tasty, and the garlic gives a kind of flavor so that we don't get another type of smell of snail, okay? That's why people mix with garlic, and it becomes, see, not only in France but also in Vietnam. So if you go to visit France, you can find it in the menu of many restaurants, on the top of the menu, okay? So it means that it is a special dish over there, and people like to eat it in Vietnam also. So it is a tasty staple dish. Is it clear to you? Now I think you know the meaning of the word yummy. Yes, it means delicious, tasty, okay? Dear students, now again we have another item, okay? That is the last item for today. And are you ready to taste it? Well, it's interesting, okay? So what is the food item right now here? Yes, it is Bon Ryu. And where do people eat this item? Yes, in Vietnam. Now all of you read it with me together. Everything about Bon Ryu, a traditional Vietnamese soup, sounds good. Well, almost everything. It's a crab-based soup mixed with noodles. So far, so delicious. It's then topped with roasted tomatoes, crab meat, stewed pork, lime juice, chili, fresh herbs, banana flour, and bean sprouts. Also, extremely good. Then, however, you drop in a large piece of congealed pig's blood, which is a serious challenge for the unsuspecting diner. My advice, give it a try. You won't regret it, okay? So at first, you may feel quite odd to taste it, but later, according to the writer, if you taste, you will enjoy its taste. Is it clear to you? Good. Now, this text is adapted from this link, okay? You can search more if you want. Bain groundwater, and adapted from this link you can find. Dear students, do you know the meaning of congeal? Okay, let me show you the meaning. Please note it down in your exercise book. Congeal means having become semi-solid, especially on cooling. For example, if you have seen cutting the goat and when the blood is cooling, at that time you can find it is going to be frozen, going to be clotted, okay? So that stage is called, let's say, congeal, okay? Congealed pig's blood. Now, unsuspecting, what does it mean? Yes, it means not aware of the presence of danger, feeling no suspension. So, it is an advice given to you about this food item by the writer. Now, after this, I hope you might have understood the whole text. Now, I want to give you a homework, and your homework is people like different foods in different places. Some foods are strange for us but delicious to others. Write a paragraph on my favorite food in about 100 words. Okay, this is your first task. And next task is use the following words and make your one meaningful sentences. The words for you are disappointed, scary, crunchy, yummy, and congeal. Is it clear to you? Good. Dear students, in our today's class, we have read the text of different food items of different countries which are strange to us. Okay? Please don't forget to do your homeworks, and in our next class, we will deal with the comprehension exercises. It's all for today. Have a wonderful time. Goodbye.